Are you ready?
Hi, my name is Ahmad Ismail and I'm representing my group, which consists of 3 members. The first is me, myself, and the other 2 are Muhammad Shahiran and also Nazirul Haziq. So basically today I'm going to present our poster entitled Language Learning Difficulties Faced by Dyslexics. So without any further ado, let's get straight into it. So what is dyslexia? Dyslexia is the mental disability that hinders the reading and writing skills of a children. According to Pottinson 2015, dyslexia causes a complication in phonological skills, which means dyslexics will face trouble in combining letters and sound together. Dyslexia not only slows the student's learning process, it also affects the student mentally, simply because the complications makes them to have a low motivation and also low self-esteem. Lack of teachers training and teaching tools combined with small number of research were identified as the major setback in dyslexics language learning. Moving on to the literature review, Bimali 2019 stated that the main problem faced by dyslexics is that most teachers do not possess the right skills to teach them. Chitsa and Ampufu 2016 added that another problem faced by dyslexics in language learning is the time constraint. Lundberg 2010 and Elazar Muhammad 2016 mentioned that one of the methods that can be used by teachers to teach dyslexic students is by using more visual displays, such as the iPad and smart boards. Moreover, Ladonlahti, Birmita, and Takala 2015 in their research highlighted that the environment change, such as having a small classroom, could be one of the most efficient methods that teachers can use when teaching dyslexics. Now let's take a look at our research objectives. The first one is to investigate the difficulties faced by dyslexics while learning language. Second, to identify the teaching methods that can help dyslexics in language learning. And the third is to observe the role of authorities and teachers to help dyslexic students to overcome their learning disability. So moving on to the methodology of our research. First of all, the study was conducted using secondary research. What we did was, we selected 15 journal articles related to dyslexics learning difficulties. All 15 articles were taken from the websites such as Google Scholar, ResearchGate, and many more. We then studied and analyzed all the articles thoroughly and extract all the relevant information and put it into our research. The findings were then combined and arranged accordingly in order to answer the research questions. So that's it from me. We're gonna move on to the next presenter, which is Nazirul Haziq.
Now we'll proceed to the next section of this presentation, which is findings. So we divide the findings according to the research questions, and we'll start with the common problems faced by dyslexic in learning a language. So there are some researchers such as Indra Ratne and Chitsa who believe that dyslexic students were usually causing problems in the classroom, and because of that, many English language teachers did not know the right approach to teach the dyslexic students. For some English teachers, especially in rural areas, they did not have a suitable teaching tool to teach dyslexic students. In the next part of the findings, the role that the teachers and authorities could take to help the dyslexic students is that they need to undergo some dyslexia teaching training to keep them mentally strong, patient, and positive-minded during them teaching the dyslexic students. Also, Thorstensen also believed that the teacher should teach the dyslexic students slowly so that they could catch up and smoothly progress with the teachings provided. In this last part of the findings, there are 3 examples of teacher methods that the teachers can use to help the dyslexic students. One of which is the iPad that shows some improvement in the reading and writing skills of the dyslexic students as stated by El Shazli. Next is multimedia tools, were also one of the best ways to help dyslexic students in improving their language skills. Lastly, the usage of smart boards and various technologies are essential to attract dyslexic students to learn in the classroom. Now, we'll be moving on to the discussion part of this presentation. The teachers could improve their language skills of the dyslexic students if they keep their determination and patience in teaching their students, as well as using the modern techniques and teaching tools in their language learning. Also, more information and data were needed to find effective ways for the teachers to teach dyslexic students. Besides, Gromblad believed that there should be an awareness among the English teachers on how to teach their dyslexic students. In conclusion, the teachers must always be prepared with the right way to teach dyslexic students. Also, the schools and the authorities should come up with the solutions that could help the dyslexics to overcome their learning disability. Most importantly, researchers need to develop more learning tools that the teacher can use to help the dyslexic students to curb the learning disability among dyslexic students.